When our son Rusty was starting his senior year in high school, he came home one day and told us that his friend Serena was in a really tight spot. Her single mother, Diana, had been diagnosed with an aggressive form of cancer, had been forced to leave her job, and as a result, they had lost their home and had nowhere to live. Her mother's brother was willing to take in her mother to live with his family, but he would not take Serena too. Rusty asked us if we were willing to let her come and live with us. We barely knew Serena, but we said yes right away, thinking that it was probably just a temporary situation and why not? We had an extra bedroom. We were certainly capable of taking on another mouth to feed. It didn't present any hardship for us at all. And with 2 teenagers at home already, we already had a lot of kids in the house. It didn't turn out to be a temporary situation. And Serena lived with us for Rusty's entire senior year. A wonderful person in every way. Serena became a welcome addition to our family. And eventually, Serena and Diana were able to find a place and move back in together. And that remained the case for many, many years before Diana eventually passed away from cancer, having lived years and years longer than originally thought. By that time, I had become the Reverend Guy, and Serena asked me to conduct her mother's memorial. We remain today still in close contact, good friends, 20 years after she received her high school diploma. For the past few Sundays, we've heard Jesus commission the disciples. He told them, "Don't take any gold or silver or brass in your money belts. Take no bag for your journey. Don't take 2 coats or shoes or a staff. Whatever town or village you enter, find out who in it is worthy and stay there until you leave. As you went to the house, greet it. If the house is worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it is not worthy, let your peace return to you. If anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, shake off the dust from your feet as you leave that house or town." In this morning's gospel, Jesus pivots from talking about how to be a guest in someone else's home over to talking about being the host, the one who extends hospitality. He says, "Whoever welcomes you welcomes me, and whoever welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me. Whoever welcomes a prophet in the name of a prophet will receive the prophet's reward. And whoever welcomes a righteous person in the name of a righteous person will receive the reward of the righteous." It is almost as if when saying this to his disciples, Jesus is offering a prayer that they shall be welcomed by those that he is sending them out to visit. Now, Nan and I never even discussed whether we would welcome Serena into our home. Right on the spot, when Rusty asked the question, we both said, of course. This was not a brave, reward-worthy act of radical hospitality. It was a no-brainer. Here we have a 17-year-old whose mother is gravely ill, unable to support herself, who has been rejected by her uncle and denied a place to stay with her mom, who literally has nowhere else to go or anyone else to ask. Of course she can stay here. Just stop and think about what this person is going through. Put yourself in her situation and the decision makes itself. The rewards inherent in radical hospitality that Jesus is referring to here are very important to consider, especially in these times where voices of hatred and exclusion are rising, where refugees are not being welcomed for political reasons, where there seems to be a lack of ability to see the situation from the other person's point of view. There is a danger in assuming that these gestures have no consequences, either for those affected or for those who reject them, who fail to offer hospitality. What is the price we pay in terms of our souls when we fail to hear the words of Jesus here? Whoever welcomes you welcomes me, and whoever welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me. Looked at it in another way, he might be saying, whoever fails to welcome you fails to welcome me. And whoever fails to welcome me fails to welcome the one who sent me. Jesus is urging us here to widen the circle of acceptance, to be there for each other, even if it might make us uncomfortable. As we think about these gospel verses, we can ask ourselves, how am I widening the circle? How am I offering hospitality to those with nowhere else to go? Amen.